For joining us for News at 11, I'm Sadie All.
And I'm Mike Tank. 3 federal executions were scheduled to take place this week at the Terre Haute Federal Penitentiary, but the first one has been delayed.
Daniel Lewis Lee was scheduled to be executed at 4 p.m. today. However, a U.S. federal judge blocked all 4 executions scheduled this summer, just hours before the first was set to happen.
Lindsay Jackson brings us the latest developments and how the community is reacting in tonight's top story.
A U.S. district judge ordered a stay in all 4 executions scheduled for this summer, citing issues with execution methods. Community leaders hosted a news conference to speak out against the executions. They say they still have hope in the judicial system.
And I think the stay, again, it's another judge that's recognizing, like, hey, there's a lot of issues in these cases. There are legitimate issues in these cases, and because the government has rushed through these in a pandemic, courts have not been able to look through them and really look at these claims. We haven't executed anybody in 17 years. There's no reason when the penalty is death to rush through it.
Daniel Lee, Wesley Perkey, Dustin Honkin, and Keith Nelson were all set to be put to death by lethal injection. Those against the death penalty also protested at the intersection of Spring Hill Drive and US 41 on Monday afternoon. Abe Bonowitz, co-director of Death Penalty Action, says these executions affect all those involved.
Somebody asked me about my stress. Well, this must be stressful. It's not stressful for me. I've got no stake in this beyond standing in opposition to it. But you've got the prisoner and his family, and you've got the family of the murder victim, who in this case don't even want the execution. And then you got everybody involved in the system. And of course, the lawyers on both sides.
Sister Paula Damiano of Sisters of Providence says there's no need to be violent, especially during a pandemic.
When there has been so much sickness and so much death, I think sometimes we might be hardened to it. The numbers are numbers, and we forget that each number represents a person with a family. And it's no different than these men who are in prison. It represents a human being with a family.
With local news that matters, I'm Lindsay Jackson, WTWO.
WTWO's Dana Winklepluck is scheduled to be a media witness at Lee's execution.
She and 7 other journalists waited at the prison media center for most of the day as the appeals process took place. She updates us now on where things now stand. Dana.
Well, that appeals process remains taking place. The Justice Department is actually filed the appeal. Sadie and Mike, within the last 20 minutes, I received a message from a spokesperson for the Federal Bureau of Prisons that Daniel Lewis Lee's execution remains in a holding pattern. We are told the Supreme Court reviewing the case, but there is no timetable for when a decision can be made. So we could still be called back tonight or tomorrow for the execution, or a stay of the execution could remain in place for an extended period of time. Earlier today, media representatives who are to witness the execution went through a health screening just to make sure that we do not have a fever related to COVID-19. We must all wear a mask while we're on prison grounds. We also went through a stringent security process to make sure that we had no contraband, such as weapons or recording devices, because those are not allowed in the death chamber. If we are asked to return to the prison, we will once again go through that screening process before the execution. So again, it is just a wait and see period right now. We, of course, will keep everyone updated.